Now, after the brutal scene where we saw Pat deal with Rock in front of Terry and Meech, we're now going to see him making a proposition to Detective Bryant, the cop who Meech has on his payroll. He's going to fill his pockets full of cash to work for him instead, while Meech works on attacking Lamar's weaknesses, because everybody does have a weakness. So we're going to tie this in with Law 33 from the 48 Laws of Power in this video, which is discover each man's thumbscrew and how Meech will use this law to strike back. And Meech is going to attack Lamar while he has an internal conflict of his own for the first time, which he has to deal with. And we also see Terry getting an offer from hospital for his botched eye surgery, something that he later used to start a legit business, to even further their drug business, to come out from under Pat. So we're going to run through all things episode 5 and break down the trailer as usual. But of course, if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything BMF and Power Universe related. But let's talk episode 5, and as we move past the halfway point of the season, it's safe to say Meech has faced a lot of problems early on. He's been kicked out of the Flannery house, he's had territory taken from him, he's had to deal with the issues that Kato's brought to him, such as having his food truck shut down and his stash house being hit twice. And Pat is suppressing every moment he tries to go his own way, so he definitely has a long way to go before he and Terry becomes kings of their own kingdom. But we are definitely going to see Meech and Terry strike back after how Lamar hit them over the past few episodes. Pat taught Meech, if someone ever steps to you, you have to strike back. So I definitely expect them to come up with a plan and start to outsmart Lamar, and definitely start to think 3 moves ahead of him, because so far Lamar has been 1 step ahead of Meech at every turn. But that's also thanks to Kato as well. We saw how Lamar approached Kato in episode 3 to tell her that he wants to know everything, where Lamar keeps his money and their stash, and he wanted to hit their pockets while they were full, and he did in episode 4. Hoop and B Mickey told Meech that they took everything from the stash house, whatever that was there, and whatever product they have left over now belongs to Lamar. So he hit the stash house, he hit their food truck while they were selling their stone burgers. Lamar really made some big moves in the last episode, and we're going to see Meech and Terry strike back using Law 33 of the 48 Laws of Power. In the trailer for next week's episode, we hear Meech telling Terry that everybody has a weakness, and that's what they have to attack when it comes to Lamar. They need to find a button with Lamar which they can press. With some leaders, they show their weakness openly, but others hide them, and I think we're going to see Meech really start to play on Lamar's emotions in episode 5. But what are Lamar's weaknesses? There's Monique and his baby girl, who he definitely has a lot of love for. We saw how he was describing the story of him raiding the stash house to her as a bedtime story, and this is where they're really telling us where his mindset is. Lamar cares about power and control that he has in the streets a lot more, which is no secret. This is above anything else that Lamar cares about, and it was made clear in the very first episode. We see him slapping the drink out of one of his own as he starts to get questioned by his own crew, questioning Lamar about how he was all about business being first, and we all know Lamar probably doesn't like being questioned. He just got himself into power over the 12th Street Boys, and he'll want to continue to show his dominance rather than any weaknesses, and he'll do this by any means necessary, even if it means disciplining one of his own. We've seen how crazy Lamar is, and sooner or later, he's definitely going to have to go, and Meech is going to have to get rid of him, because he is definitely becoming a serious threat. Lamar wouldn't think twice about getting rid of anybody who stands in his way to power. For example, J-Mo and Flamel, so Meech needs to get rid of him, but it won't be easy to get rid of someone like Lamar, and that's why we're going to see him attacking his right-hand man first. We're going to see Terry and B Mickey attacking Slick, and like Terry said in episode 3, he's going to be ruling with an iron fist, and we're really going to see him live up to his words. But whatever happens with Slick, I'm sure this is the result. Lamar ringing Meech and telling him that he's just signed himself a death warrant. Now, one person who I do think can help Meech is Flamel. We saw the fear in Flamel's eyes when he saw Lamar, but I do think he'll be back at some point and may even take Meech's offer up. But Meech is definitely not scared of Lamar and he's ready to attack, but he also needs to get his house in order first, especially with Kato. Kato's definitely been slipping. She keeps questioning Meech and pressing his buttons episode after episode, and sooner or later Meech or Terry will start to question her loyalty, and Kato definitely needs to be dealt with, but she needs to be dealt with as soon as possible before she starts to cause even more damage than she already has. She started slashing their prices of their product, lost over 6k's worth of product at their original stash house, and now she helped Lamar shut down their food truck and hit Meech's new stash. And now with her being in bed with Mickey now as well, that's a whole nother problem in itself, because it's going to put the whole organization at risk, according to Big Mickey's character description, which says that he's secretly sleeping with someone that could jeopardize the integrity of their whole crew. So Meech definitely needs to deal with Kato, that's for sure. But to move their business forward, he needs to learn about Big L as well, and who this connect is, which I'm sure Terry will tell him after we saw Big L telling Terry that she wants to only work with him. So next week we'll probably see Terry and Meech trying to come out under Pat once again, but they've tried and failed a number of times already to come out under Pat's thumb. and he's gonna make another play to make sure he keeps them right where he wants them by trying to hire Detective Brian and put him on his payroll. We all know that Meech currently keeps his pockets full of cash, and he's had enough of Meech. He's had enough of covering for him because it's getting a lot more difficult to cover Meech's drug-related crimes, such as J-Mo's death. So Detective Brian working for Pat instead is him trying to make sure that he keeps Meech and Terry under his thumb for a lot longer. But what could be really the game-changing moment for both Meech and Terry is this settlement that they get from the hospital for Terry's botched eye surgery. Karen's dealing with their case, and she's going to bring them with a $25,000 offer that Charles wants to accept. But Lucille doesn't. She doesn't think that $25,000 is enough for Terry losing his eye, and this is something that they did settle on a figure for with the hospital. I don't exactly know how much for though, but this was then the catalyst for them to set up their own sedan service, which they use as a front to clean their money, transport their money, and transport their product using sophisticated compartments in their cars. And this is how Meech and Terry will really start to build their business, if they go this way of course. But that's just a rundown of what we saw from episode 5 trailer, and what we can expect with Lamar and Meech, and how they use the money from the settlement from the botched eye surgery to set up their sedan business in real life. So drop all your thoughts and comments down below. Let me know what you think Meech should do next. Kato definitely needs to get smoked, but how much more damage will she cause before she does get found out? Drop all your comments down below, and of course if you're new to the channel and you haven't done so already, then remember to smash the subscribe button if you want to see everything BMF and Power Universe related. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.